My last day in the Northern Water Tribe was spent fighting with my father. Sure, it was my fault. I bailed on my Navy training to sneak into the healer classes again. But I didn't think it was a big deal. I do it every single week. The women there love me. I bring them fresh food in exchange for healing lessons, and it's become a really nice routine. But that day, I must have pushed my luck. My dad, a fierce water-bending warrior, was apparently supposed to oversee Navy drills, and no one told me. So I got home at the end of the day with a smile on my face and new healing techniques, only to find my dad waiting up for me. He screamed at me for an hour. He told me to get out of his house and not come back until I signed up for active Navy duty. I left and I went down to the port to do exactly what he said, but there was the tour to the Earth Kingdom right on the next dock. I knew what my heart wanted. It wasn't that hard of a choice. I don't know what I'm going to say to my dad when I get home, but I do know that I'm going to march back to the North Pole with a smile on my face.
Guy, you are the first to wake up this morning. You wake up at sunrise before anyone else. You guys are currently kind of just bumming it homeless just outside of this village. It has been kind of a hard time since you guys left Ba Sing Se. And you guys are currently camping out under a few trees on the bank of a river. You're up, you're the first one awake, no one else is up. What do?
Start making breakfast.
Hell yeah, what are you making?
What do we have?
That's a great question. Not a lot, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, it's been kind of rough since you guys left Ba Sing Se. You guys have been traveling on foot for a very long time. This has not been a fun, cool road trip. This is not a montage road trip. This has probably been, in Guy's situation, the most, like, strenuous physical thing you've been through in the sense of, like, trying to get across a whole continent on foot. You know what I mean? So your supplies for breakfast would be very limited. What do you want to try to make?
You said we were on the bank of a river, right?
Yes.
Could Guy try fishing?
Oh my god, yes. How are you gonna do it?
Water bending.
Yes! I was hoping
like...
that was the answer.
I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to waterbend some fish out of a river.
You can show me exactly how hard it is by rolling creativity.
How do I do that?
2d6s and your modifier.
Use my gay water dice.
Gay water dice?
Did I lose my gay water dice?
Oh no. No gay water, I guess.
Do gay ice cream dice.
Oh, well, hold on. Are you just saying they're gay because they're like your dice, or are they gay?
They're rainbow.
Wise? Oh, okay. I see. They are actually gay.
Oh.
Oh.
4.
Ooh.
Oh, there's my water dice.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that'd be way better.
Oh.
No way.
What was your gay water dice?
It would be a 9.
I will give you a nice in the middle 6. Out of pity. You get a pity 6.
Thanks.
Also, just because I think it'd be really fucked up for the first roll of this episode to be like, you get no fish. Maybe you even starve to death. You know what I mean?
Good campaign, guys.
Okay, so how would you go about this? How would you, as Guy, go about this?
Guy would... Oh, God. Guy would, like, watch the river to see where the fish are.
Okay.
Like a bear.
Like
right?
a bear?
Like a bear.
No way.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
And then when he saw the fish, he would make like a bubble around them and pull that bubble with the fish out of the water.
Can you roll a d10 for me real quick?
Should I roll my water D10 or my gay D10?
So those are separate now.
What?
Because the other one was your gay water D6.
Yeah, because it's 2 dice. My gay dice and my water dice.
Okay. I guess water D10.
I got a 4.
Oh, okay. So since 6 is a mixed success and you attempted to catch 4 fish, you will get 2 fish.
Guess somebody's not eating.
Guess 2 people aren't eating.
Or maybe 4 people can each have half a fish each. I don't know why you all beef with each other so hard.
I'm gonna eat all the fish.
Okay.
Not before I eat them.
No way. Guy, you catch 2 fish, and they're good fish. The other 2 were like too big and they got away. They like broke out of your bubble and swam away.
Damn.
But you got 2 fish.
Well, let's cook them.
Okay, do you know how to start a fire?
I'm sure I could figure it out.
Okay, waterbender, do it.
Fire is like water, but the opposite.
Okay.
Ain't that just the way?
So I'll just do the opposite of what I usually do.
And what would you usually do?
Water.
Okay, go on.
How do people make water?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't think that's...
How would you do this in the North Pole?
Go out to the communal fire and take some.
Where's the communal fire? Out here.
The sun.
Okay. So do you like lay the fish on a rock and like hope the sun gets it?
Can I make like a magnifying glass out of water?
Out of like ice?
Yeah.
You know, if you roll high enough with creativity, yes.
Okay. Gay water dice, don't fail me now. What about a 9?
I'll allow it for a 9, because I can't wait for specifically Amera to wake up to this setup. So how are you doing this?
What?
How are you doing this? You're laying the fish on a rock, you're making like an ice magnifying glass to try to cook them?
I'm concentrating the light from the sun into a tiny beam, and then I'm shooting that at the fish.
Okay, you set
Just
up
like
this...
we do in the Northern Water Tribe.
Oh.
You set up this contraption. That's the only way I can word it. You set up this contraption. And it's gonna take a second for any progress cooking the fish to happen like this. It will happen because you got a 9 and I can't argue with that, but it will take a second. So what are you gonna do until then, until everyone's up and your fish are cooked?
Take care, little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all have been traveling for a while. Do you and little guy need a bath?
Probably.
The river is right there. You are a waterbender.
Do polar bear scorpions bathe?
They have fur. Their bones are on the outside because they have an exoskeleton, but they also have fur.
Like on the inside or on top
Everywhere.
of the bones?
Every time I describe this creature, I want it to get progressively worse and more horrifying.
I once played a campaign with a cat octopus, and this is worse than that, by far.
Oh, this is much worse. At least a cat octopus, I'm assuming, would have the cute face of a cat, right?
We called it a coctopus. The other option was octopussy.
Octopussy's so much better!
That's what I would have went with.
Lord help me. So are you and your horrifying furry scorpion gonna take a bath in the river?
Yeah. Guy just gets naked and jumps in.
Party. And then, Amera, you'll be the next to wake up. 'Cause I'm gonna say when Guy jumps in, you get startled by the splash. Like your instincts kind of kick in a bit. Sit up really fast. And you see whatever that is, magnifying the sunlight onto the fish.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
And I'm gonna say, Dune, you wake up next. And I'm gonna say, Dune, you wake up because you got splashed when Guy jumped in.
Oh my god, he's gonna wake up so mad. I think he literally he's like, what's happening? What's happening? Because he thinks they're like gonna get attacked or something. Because why else would anyone be using water? And then he like squints and he's like barely even awake. He's like, what? What are you doing?
I'm bathing.
He rolls over and goes back to bed.
Looks like I'm gonna be the only clean one on this trip.
Raimu's gonna wake up around when you say that, and she's gonna see you're bathing, and she's like, you know what, you're right. she's on board, she understands. So she's gonna get up, she's also gonna get naked, and she's just gonna get in the river.
Does it splash Dune again?
Yes, just because you asked.
Oh my god.
I think Amera just takes another second to look at the magnifying glass situation, if you can even call it that. I assume she has like a layer of underclothes that's not like her regular clothes or cloak.
Yeah,
so
you do have underwear, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she would probably strip down to that and then get in the river.
And when you jump in, you also splash Dune.
Yes. It is on purpose.
Now my clothes are soaked, and I'm sure the dirt I was laying on is now stuck to me, so now I have to go get in the river.
Do you get naked, or do you wear your underwear? This is important for me to know.
Probably get naked. I don't have more underwear.
Is Dune commando during this entire campaign? I'm confused.
No, like, I'm not gonna wear my only pair of underwear into the water. I'm gonna put it back on later.
Okay.
Gross.
It's worse wet with river water.
No, the river's for bathing and catching fish, so...
Maybe
Why am I
clothes?
being shamed right now?
Everyone's enjoying a nice, beautiful morning in the river and torturing Dune slightly during this beautiful morning. Can everyone roll a quick d20 for me? I'll roll one for Raimu too.
Just pull up a dice roller.
6.
What'd you say?
A d20.
D20. 14.
14, 6.
13.
13. Okay. Wonderful. Whoever got the highest number was going to be the victim here.
What?
Dune.
You picked that last second.
I did not. No, I didn't. I knew from the beginning this was the plan, because so the first splash was probably an accident. I feel like Dune was, just taking a normal bath, minding his own business, when he accidentally happened to splash Raimu, who rolled the lowest. See, I did not come up with this off the top of my head. I had plans. Raimu, trying to learn the social cues of the group, I would say. Trying to figure out what friends do is like, oh, I was splashed. This means I splash back, right? And so Raimu responds by absolutely dousing you, Dune.
I mean, I was already, like, wet, right? So it's not like it's... He's like, I'm still annoyed. It, like, gets up his nose a little bit. He's like, oh! Oh, God!
Dune, do you try to retaliate?
Absolutely.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for me to retaliate.
Alright, what am I rolling?
This feels like a passion thing.
Rolled a 4, though.
Yikes.
So, you're gonna miss Raimu. You're gonna hit someone else. Perhaps Amera, who's only ever, like, 1 second away anyway, you know what I mean? Amera's always looking for a reason. Amera, you just got splashed by Dune.
I think she just kind of stands there for a second, blinking as water is just falling down her face, and she's like, oh, okay, so that's how we're gonna play it.
I think he knows he's messed up. I think he knows, like, he's clenched right now. He's like, oh no. And before she does anything, he's like, wait.
I hate to be so on the nose, but if you were ever a kid and pretending to be a waterbender in the pool, and you used to make those giant ass waves with your arm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's coming up as fast as she can in front of Dune and just absolutely dousing him.
Can you roll passion for me real quick?
Yes, absolutely. 7?
You're gonna make success, so you are gonna get Dude, but you are also gonna get Guy, which is not a promising omen when you are in the water.
Oh, no.
Do you retaliate?
Retaliate or end things?
Oh my god.
He's gonna kill her!
Can Guy grab a fish like he did before? And just throw it?
Okay, you're gonna have to roll passion for that, but you wanna like water
Okay.
bend a fish and like slam it into Amera?
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
Mixed success. I'm gonna say it hits Amira, but it also hits Raimu, but Raimu manages to like grab the fish and is like, we have more breakfast.
Oh my god.
But at the same time, Raimu is also then going to retaliate by trying to splash you back. And let's see, I'm gonna have her roll passion and see what destruction she does. Oh, a 9. Guy, you get got.
Ugh. Ooh.
Is that the noise you make when water hits you?
Well.
No, Leo's right. Everyone should go ahead and stick their head underwater to record me
Oh,
sound effects.
shit.
Waterboard yourselves? Come on.
No, my fish tank is right here.
No way.
Pay him a visit. Poke your head in.
No way. Not a live drowning. Oh, he's
That is
actually
not
trying.
pleasant.
No one is asking you to do this.
What? I think. Wait, no, I think I literally was.
Yeah, I think actually we have physical proof I was asking. So, like in a court
Now,
of
where's
law.
everybody else, huh?
Yeah.
I assumed it was sarcastic.
I don't have any water with me. If I did, I would absolutely do it.
I can make gross mouth noises into the mic.
No,
Does anyone
no,
want that?
no,
Yeah, go ahead.
no.
Stop!
God.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
They should hire me for sound effects or something.
Like, who's they? Me?
What sound effect?
We don't make that kind of audio. Not yet.
Whoa.
We'll get there.
Still Other Studios Patreon, eventually. We've already been requested for a 40-minute Caneth makeout audio. If someone's willing to actually pay for
If
it.
people are gonna pay for it, then I want their money. So 15,000.
Well, you wouldn't be involved in the Caneth makeout audio. I don't know why you're putting a price
I'm the
on it.
pimp. I'm the pimp. I'm the one giving out the Caneth audio.
I'm the one literally having to sit here to edit it, produce it, put it somewhere. So actually, I'm the pimp. I'm the pimp of Still Out There Studios. Leo, make a note that when we make our website, instead of like production lead, put me as pimp,
The pimp.
which means everyone else's work title would be my bitch instead of an actual employee name. So Guy, you've been splashed. Are you retaliating?
Yeah.
Oh god, okay. Roll to
Just
retaliate.
like normally, though.
Okay. I like how Raimu gets the respect of normally.
7.
Yeah, you normally splash Raimu, and I'd say you get Amira too, if it's in mixed success.
Oh, yeah.
Amira, you're taking a lot of casualty here. Are you gonna retaliate?
I feel like she takes a second to just and cough out the water. She knows that Guy can absolutely dunk on her if he wanted to.
He could drown her right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So her target is obviously Dune.
Get him.
Ugh.
Roll for it.
I think she's gonna, like, try and hop on his back and bring him down.
No, just straight up fist. Go on.
Oh my god.
Fucking get him.
Gonna drown me?
Just take you under.
Can I fight against this and try to, like, reverse it on you?
You'd have to roll better than a 12.
Oh.
Oh, God. What dice? Am I cooked? Should I give up?
I mean, you're not. Do you want to try to roll against? You'd have to get like a 13.
Yes.
Okay, 2d6 is passion.
This could work. No, it doesn't. I got 10.
Yeah, why? Okay, well, you know, that's higher than I thought you'd get, though.
That's the thing. I do have +1 passion, so.
But you still get taken down by Amera.
Oh, this is devastating.
Just wanted to bring you down to everybody else's level.
None of you are drowning!
She's
You're
not
drowning!
He's literally like...
Do you want to roll again to try to, like, get out now that you've been dunked? You want to roll to, like, escape?
4?
Amera wasn't gonna, like, hold him under the water. She just wanted to dunk him.
I'm gonna say a 4 is, like, you definitely can't. You don't retaliate. You just, like, kind of come up looking like a wet rat.
And
Amira's laughing at you.
I think he's just gonna step out of the water and just be, like, coughing his ass off. Just be like... like he's dying.
Oh, come on. You didn't take in that much water.
Sorry, I'm trying to think. I want to, like, I want to go under the water and grab her feet.
Like, to yank her down?
Yeah.
Roll.
Like, he gets so angry that he just wants to go under and do that. But I did roll a 3.
I'm gonna say you're gonna, like, go to do that, and then, like, I guess, like, Amera, like, either accidentally kicks you in the face, or, like, you
oh
would,
my
like,
god.
go... Yeah, you got a 3.
This sucks.
So you come back up, defeated again, wet rat again. So you're just... Are you, like, defeated after this? Do you give up, then, after getting kicked in the face?
He seems pretty upset.
Amera,
Baby.
how do you feel that you've won?
I mean...
Won against him.
It feels really good. It
sure.
does feel really good, but it's also kind of, like, bittersweet, because she's like, dang, now I can't splash anyone.
I mean, you could...
Guy will drown me.
That's fair.
And Amera can't look at Raimu for too long.
Because Raimu's
naked.
Amira's a disaster.
Correct.
Shout out to Guy and Raimu, who are both completely naked and winning the splash war. Shout out to the sexy trans people of the group. We love non-binary lesbians, and we love gay trans men. They will always win. Meanwhile, Amera and Dune, I think, died at some point during this. Also, in case it needs to be clarified, Dune, don't take any, like, harm points or, like, any negative balance stuff for this. Like, this was a play fight. No one needs to mark anything on their character sheets that they got completely decimated, unless there's, like, a box for, like, emotional humiliation, which if there is, Dune should mark that off. But besides that,
he gets kicked in the face and he comes out of the water and he's just like, you know, when you're a kid.
I'm imagining the way that Cartman cries specifically. That's crazy.
My god.
That is crazy. The fish is cooked. It's cooked because you got a 9, but I'm still gonna say it looks a little off. You can eat it and not get sick, but it was definitely cooked to be an ice magnifying glass in the sun, you know?
Tasty. It's all about those unique culinary experiences.
You couldn't do this any other way.
You want to make breakfast?
He looks like he wants to, like start a challenge with you, but he also knows he doesn't know how to cook. So he's gonna back down. And he's just gonna take it.
Are you, Amera, Dune, are you guys enjoying the fish?
I
Not both of you guys like, well,
It
I
tastes a little fishy.
okay.
in more ways
Okay.
than one. You know, it's food. She likes food. She likes to be able to eat. While eating, she kind of looks over at Guy and she's like, you know, if you ever need someone to start a fire, I know how to do that.
What?
Yeah, I know how to start a fire.
So do I.
Th- then then why didn't you start a fire?
Well, I did on the fish.
I'm gonna get food poisoning, I know it.
This is really good. I really like what you did with this. And Raimu's like holding up like a half burnt, half cooked part of the fish.
Interesting taste.
Dune gags a little bit. Sorry. Just a little throw in there, just like mid sense while everyone's really quiet eating. He's just a little.
So you guys have been on this long journey away from Ba Sing Se, heading to God knows where, following this map, trying to get to an island near the Fire Nation. Raimu has given you all minimal information, but all of you kind of suspect she knows more than she's letting on. And you've kind of watched her stiffen up or get kind of weirder than usual the more you guys are going on this journey. She used to be the first person in your group to wake up. Now she's typically one of the last. She looks exhausted and stressed, but her actual attitude towards you guys hasn't changed, so do with that whatever you all will. But how are you guys feeling about the journey so far?
I mean, Amira's having a great time. She hasn't really. She doesn't really stay in one place for a long time, so this is just normal for her.
Dune's been I mean, this is kind of what he planned to do from the start, so it's not like his plans have been like changed or like anything's like inconvenient to him now. If anything, he feels a little comforted because he knows that like his gang is more likely to find him in a major city than they are like out in the middle of nowhere, like on their journey heading somewhere. At least that's what he wants to believe, because if he doesn't believe that, then he's gonna get real nervous real quick.
I mean, it's been pretty strenuous, but Guy's been enjoying the new experience.
After you guys are done bathing in the river and eating your fish question mark for breakfast,
I mean,
you
it's
guys
definitely fish.
it's definitely fish. It's definitely fish. Your suspicious fish. Your suspicious fish. After you all finish eating your suspicious fish and you guys get redressed and everything, you guys will head into a nearby Earth Kingdom village. It's very small, very impoverished. You can tell that the war has done a number on small towns like this. This is not the first one you guys have visited. Barely a town, really. It's a bunch of houses and like two general stores ish, kind of in like a circle. And you guys are gonna go there specifically to try to get like some more water and stuff if you guys are able to before you continue your journey. Like more water, a little bit of food, stuff you can take with you just in case the next place you go, for example, doesn't have a river or something like that. You guys have no money though. Absolutely none. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, we could always resort to my special brand of persuasion, which is just stealing it.
Just stealing the food?
Just stealing it.
From this impoverished town?
Yeah, that's
Now, if you wanted to, you all could try to work odd jobs to make money.
Dune will. Why not?
Do y'all want to get quick little jobs today?
Yeah.
How about everyone roll a d20 and that'll determine what kind of job you all get saddled with. I'll roll for Raimu too.
Ooh.
10.
Ooh. Okay, so we have a 10. Raimu got a 1.
Ooh.
7.
Oh
A
my
7.
god. I got a 9.
So this is what we're rocking with here. We have a 10, a 9, a 7, and a 1.
Great.
Guy,
Question, were we always going to roll low because it's a job? Like, no matter what, we're guaranteed to
Real.
suffer?
Real.
maybe.
Well, I just rolled the die again and I got a 19, so shoot me.
No.
Well, I rolled
So-
it again and I got a 7, so I guess I'm destined for 7.
Dune, your 7 is going to be helping a guy load his carts. So you're going to nope, not guy, a guy. A man help a man load his carts. You're going to be doing like manual labor of like lifting things.
That's easy-ish.
And then we have Guy with a 10. You're going to help some people in the community catch fish, actually. You're going to do what you were doing this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Amera,
Uh-huh.
you've been tasked to clean. Someone wants your help cleaning the entire back room of the general store. And it's not as much like physical, it's not, heavy lifting, and it's not being out in the sun like the guys, but it's definitely not fun. And because of the 9, it's also a little sexist. They asked you to clean and not them. You know what you sense they did it because you're a woman, and it kind of offends you a little bit.
Maybe some things are going in my pockets.
Perhaps may chance. Because of her full body tattoos and off-putting demeanor, no one wants to hire her. And so her Nat 1 is not being hired anywhere. And so she's just going to kind of like float around and stop between you guys' jobs. It's like she'll stop over here with Amira. How is it going?
It's certainly a job that I didn't want to take in the first place.
It looks clean.
Yep, it's clean.
And then Raimu will go over here to Dune. How is it going?
And he's like sweating his ass off. Like he's like and he puts down a box and he's like, I'm busy.
Are you having fun?
Does it look like I'm having fun?
I don't know what fun looks like.
And he looks so confused because also I'm so confused right now, and he's just like,
Is it fun?
that sucks.
Well, is what you're doing sucking right now?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And he goes to pick up another box.
My condolences. And then Raymond will go over to Guy, where Guy's helping the fish. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
So this is what fun looks like.
Yeah, fishing.
Okay. Raimu decides one day she's going to learn how to fish. After Raimu checks up on all of you guys, she's going to go sit under a tree and just kind of mind her own business. She doesn't feel like useless because she hasn't been able to get a job, but she does feel almost guilty for burdening you all with having to work for food and drink and etc. while she kind of is forced to not help. She doesn't like not helping. As much as an isolated person that she is, she doesn't like not being able to do anything. While she's sitting under this tree, she notices a group of Earth Kingdom children who are kind of huddled together talking, and then they'll look at her, and then they'll keep talking all huddled, and then they'll look at her, and eventually, finally, one of the children kind of is pushed along by his friends to waddle up to her. Are you a boy or a girl? Why do you ask? Where are you from? Not from here. Why are you dressed like that? These are my clothes. Are you a bender? I'm an artist. Is that why your skin is covered in drawing? Yes, that's why. The little boy runs back over to his friends, and they talk, and then they look at her, and then they talk, and then they look at her, and they keep doing the whole thing. After a while, Raimu reaches into her bag, pulls out a piece of origami paper, and starts to fold a paper crane. Do you guys want to see a magic trick? You guys do your jobs for a few hours, and you guys will get paid. Yay. When it comes to Dune, they just straight up pay you in the product you helped load.
What? What's the product?
Because you mentioned earlier that you only have one pair of underwear.
Oh my
You're
god.
going to receive 5 pairs of underwear.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever.
So congrats. You have underwear.
Merry Christmas, me.
Thank God.
Not Guy judging Dune's underwear. That's crazy.
I should have just made him go commando. That would have been easier to deal with than this judgment.
And now you have 5 pairs of underwear, so.
Now I'm gonna go commando on purpose.
And waste these 5 pairs of underwear you just worked all morning for?
God, this sucks.
Amera, Guy, you guys will receive money. I'm gonna say that Guy gets 2 silver pieces.
Ooh.
And Amera gets 5 bronze or copper. We keep fluctuating between saying bronze and copper. These are different metals. I'm gonna keep fluctuating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying both, and you all just have to accept the fact that I'm talking about an orange-ish metal.
Yup.
So, Amera, you get 5 orange coins.
And also some things from the store that go in her pockets.
Ooh, roll a d20 for me. Let's see how much you want to steal. Oh.
I'm so scared. My dice hate me. It's another 9.
I'm gonna say you managed to pickpocket some candy from the store. So you'll get some candy. You will also get a really cool what are they called? What are they called? No, I don't remember the name of them.
Do you know what they are?
You know what? Too much. You'll get a cool necklace. You'll get a necklace, cool. And you'll get some candy. So we have Guy with money, Amera with things and money, and you have Dune with underwear. And Raimu did come back with nothing because she was not hired anywhere and the townspeople are off-put by her. Raimu will come back with one thing. It is one of those daisy chain crowns. And she's like, one of the children gave this to me.
Oh, she's wonderful.
And that's what she contributes to the group.
Me, Leo, I love her.
You all will gather then and share all your things with each other now.
All right, gang. What'd everybody get?
No way.
Thank you, stranger.
Welcome.
You're wonderful.
Love the enthusiasm. I got scammed.
Oh.
How?
And he just holds out the underwear.
Oh, they knew you were in need.
There's only 4 of them he's holding. I really want to make that clear. There's only 4 of them he's holding. He just ditched his old ones.
Where did you ditch them?
A trash can? I don't know. It's been a while. He didn't need those. He has 5 new pairs.
Living like a king. 5 new pairs of underwear.
I'm sure he hasn't changed them since he left his last place. So, just saying. It was needed.
That's before you all met?
I don't know. Maybe.
Men are fucking disgusting.
He was homeless. We were all homeless.
Raimu's solution to this trip has been going commando. So that's how she solved this problem.
And how is that any different?
What do you mean? She went naked into the river. She was fine. You cleaned yourself and then put on dirty underwear.
Inside out. So it's like a new pair.
No.
Oh.
No. Men are fucking
Gross.
disgusting.
Oh my god. Well, with Guy and Amira's money, what do you all want to buy supply-wise?
Food.
Food is a big one.
Food's a big one. Nice.
Probably like ingredients for some food that is like, I don't know, a lot. Something plentiful.
How much do you guys want to spend? Do you guys want to spend all your money or?
We need food and water no matter what.
I'll say you guys can refill your canteens with nice, fresh drinking water specifically for 2 of the copper pieces, which leaves you with 3 copper pieces and 2 silver left.
Well, I mean, what else would we spend it on?
Now, if you guys want food, like, do you guys have something in mind, like bread? That's a good, probably, traveling food. Stuff like
is there
that.
like jerky or like any preserved meat?
There can be. Do you want preserved meat?
Something that could last a while?
You can get some jerky. I'll say that so what is the full, you want to get some jerky. Raimu's going to suggest you guys get some bread. What else do you guys want?
I'm craving rice so bad right now, but that's not practical to bring with us. I just want rice.
Like Leo?
Fuck it, me and Dune want rice. Why not?
Okay.
Sure, Dune wants rice. What does that add to the plot?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry. Don't know where that came from.
You got fired up.
I really want rice, I think. I think I'm hangry.
Salt.
Salt, do you want any other spices or just salt?
I think just being practical, only salt.
Okay, bet. For salt, jerky, and bread, that'll be 1 silver piece. That leaves you with 1 silver piece and 3 copper pieces. And do you guys want to save that?
Well, I don't think we need to buy anything else.
Amera, Guy, Raimu, those 3 are going to be checking out. Dune, you're going to walk out of the general store. Like, just to, like, stretch your legs, get some air. And Dune, as soon as you leave the general store, you see 3 Fire Nation soldiers ride up on ostrich horseback.
Oh. And what are they doing?
They ride into town and jump off the back of their steeds. They're in full military regalia. One of them has a bag of rolled up scrolls. He takes one of the scrolls out, unfurls it, and begins to go door to door asking if anyone has seen a person.
Am I able to, like, see or figure out, like, is there any, like, vocal clues as to what it is? Like, what they look like?
You'd have to go up to them to get a better look.
I guess I technically look like I'm like a villager around here, so if I'm, like, in the area, maybe they will just walk up to me if I'm in the vicinity.
While the other 3 are still getting everything sorted inside, one of the Fire Nation soldiers will eventually end up walking up to you. Have you seen this girl? And he holds up a scroll, and it's Amera. It's an illustration of Amera, a younger Amera, probably from a year or 2 ago.
Haven't seen anyone like that around here. And in his mind, he's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what? Why? What has she done?
And the soldier is about to walk into the general store.
Oops.
Well, actually, he's gonna be... Wait, did she just run that way? And he's gonna point in the opposite direction.
Just like into the woods?
No, like behind some buildings or something. Maybe like a person conveniently walks past and they're like, hold on. In this perfect world.
You're gonna have to like roll to convince him that what you're saying means anything. Probably, I would say
No,
passion, because that's as close to charm as it gets.
actually, can I do it smarter? Be
Please.
smarter about this. Is there like an inn or a tavern or something in sight around here? Like, do I see like a
No.
common? Is there anything else but this general store?
There's the other general store. I like to imagine they're owned by two rival men who fall in love. And eventually they combine to become one general store. It's really beautiful.
And these soldiers are clearly from out of town, right?
They are Fire Nation soldiers.
Okay, just double checking. This bit's not even funny. I'm not even gonna do it. I don't know why I'm asking. Sorry.
Oh my god. So do you want to roll passion for your original thing or not?
I guess it's like the best I got. 8.
Mixed success. So you know what? He's going to be really suspicious of you, and you are not off the hook, and he is going to have still his guard up. He's going to be on alert, but he is going to go to look where you pointed. What do you do now?
Walk back into the general store, go up to everyone and be like, "Are you done? Let's leave through the back."
Through the back?
There's
Why can't we
always
just
a
leave
back.
out the front?
Amira just cleaned the back. I think it'd be rude to walk back there with dirty feet.
I mean, I don't care personally, but
So he's used to like with his old gang when he would be like, "We gotta go." All of them would get it, and they would just no matter
They
what,
just
like no
know.
matter drop everything, and they're gone. So he's literally standing here right now, like so confused. Especially because they were holding up a poster wondering where Amira was. So clearly Amira is running from something. So he's like, "Why aren't you moving with urgency?"
Tee. Did she see? Amira didn't see them, right?
No. Amira, Raimu, Guy, all three did not see it.
Would you guys like to go meet some Fire Nation soldiers outside, or would you like to leave peacefully?
What?
Yeah, let's leave peacefully.
And so he just starts walking towards the exit.
Amira is immediately hood up, following behind.
Raimu will do the same. I'm assuming Guy does as well.
Yeah.
So, question for Dune and question for Guy. How much experience have you guys had with the Fire Nation directly?
Probably like straight up 0.
I think Dune knows that these are like you don't mess with like guards and stuff, like especially if you're doing what him and his gang was doing. Like you stay away from the authority, but like they are the authority. So if you see them in an area, you probably don't even mess with that area. Like it's not even worth the risk because they're so on high alert that like the only experience he has is avoiding them at all costs. He just knows they're bad news.
And so all three of you guys go to leave out the back.
I mean, we have everything we need. Might as well move on to the next place unless we were planning on staying here for a while and like resting, but I don't think that's a good idea now.
If you like bring that up to the group, Amira would be like, yeah, no, we have to get out like now. We should go.
Cheers to that.
If any of you guys turn around before you all start just walking into the woods, you all would see that they're starting to put the posters up, including there is now one poster, a wanted poster of Amira on the back of the general store you guys just left.
Crazy.
And so you guys just head off.
We're getting out of there.
Amira doesn't look back for a second.
Raimu is going to look back, take the time to actually take down the poster, gently fold it, put it in her bag, and then follow you guys.
Souvenir.
Wanted poster of your friend.
You guys are in the woods. Super exciting. You guys know where you're going. You all are not going to get lost. but you guys are gonna have to wander for a little bit before you all can get to your next stop, whatever that is.
So, you gonna tell us what that was about, or are we just gonna have to guess?
I guess in the simplest words, you take one thing from the wrong person and then they're after you forever.
And what'd you steal?
Just a bracelet. That's about it.
Just a bracelet?
Must have been some bracelet.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Are you lying?
why would you think I'm lying? I have no reason to lie about this. It would benefit me telling you all the truth.
Just checking. He totally thinks she's lying.
She's totally lying through her fucking teeth.
Raimu's gonna take out the poster and she's going to unfold it and look at it. These normally say wanted dead or alive, but yours specifically says they want you alive.
Interesting. You see, I never knew that those things existed until today.
You had never seen a wanted poster?
Oh, no, well, I had never seen a wanted poster with my face on it.
They got your nose wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. I mean, I'm not too mad about it, cause I mean, it looks pretty good no matter what, but that's not me.
If they're looking for you, it's not going to be safe to travel straight to this island. We will need to get creative with how we get there.
And what does that mean?
If they're going town to town, even a town as small as this, they might have set up a travel blockade at any of the important ports.
Well, that's not great.
Who did you steal this bracelet from?
Well, at some point, I did find myself on one of the Fire Nation islands, and, well, there was somebody who I didn't realize was super rich and important, and I kind of took their bracelet, and, they were really mad about it, from what I've heard. I wasn't there to see the fallout.
And now the entire Fire Nation is after you?
That's what it looks like to me.
Raimu respects that. Any enemy of the Fire Nation is a friend to her.
Yep.
Amera is shaking and crying and throwing up.
Tee tee.
So, I actually have several moves dedicated to. One of them's literally called Catch a Liar. The other one's called Suspicious Mind. So,
okay, go on. Do you want to use Catch a Liar or?
So, Catch a Liar is I have to. What it says is I have to write their name down, and I have to make them admit their guilt or misdeeds in front of an audience. I'm assuming that would just be the group. Until I no longer seek to uncover their secrets or whatever. There's a bunch of like game benefits that I get from doing that, but I don't like that. The other one that I really like, I feel like Catch a Liar would be better for something else, but I like Suspicious Mind because I get to like roll dice, ask a question or interact with them in some way, and I get to figure something out.
Okay. We'll do that then. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, go
Roll
on.
with focus. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
What do you get?
6.
You got a 6?
I got 6. It says it has to be a 7.
Oh, the thing has stuff like qualifications on it.
Yeah, it says on a 7 to 9 hold 1. Wait, on a 7 to 9 hold 1.
Okay,
on
so
a
how
10
about this?
plus,
You just ask Amira the question. Amira answers with a mixed success. You will modify accordingly, naturally in the story.
Can I read her body language?
Yes.
So, where's the bracelet?
It's right here, actually. And she pulls back her cloak, and she's wearing it is a very expensive looking pearl bracelet.
Can I tell if it's real?
You can tell it's real. I'll let you have that.
And that's what they're after you for?
That's what I can assume.
That's a lot of commotion over a bracelet.
When you do
I've stolen plenty of shit, and I know that they don't really care about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but when you do it on a certain scale, it kind of they're kind of mad about it.
Something like that looks like it was purchased by a general. This is expensive stuff. This would be military money.
And you see, that's the type of insight into this situation that I appreciate, because I hadn't even thought of that.
What general did you steal it from?
So here's the thing of me not knowing who it was, because I specifically said I didn't know who it was until after I had taken it.
You just broke in somewhere and took a bracelet and ran?
I mean, you know that I'm a fan of my sleight of hand tricks.
I think he's reaching a point where, like, he knows that no matter how many questions he asks, he's not going to get a real answer, but he can, like, tell by the way that Amira's talking and standing, like the body language, like he knows that she's not telling the whole truth.
Hmm.
And so I think he's just going to, like, at some point he'll, like, just concede. He'll be like, you know what, whatever, I don't know why I care.
Thief recognizes thief.
But he doesn't trust Amira a little more now.
I'm surprised you trusted her in the first place.
I mean, there wasn't a lot. If there was any. Now it's just like a red flag has been raised.
So you guys will continue walking through the forest. You all need to kind of start to figure out a plan, though, of where you're going to go. Because if you look at this map, right, you're starting to reach the edge of the current, I guess, piece of land you're on is a good way to phrase that. You were planning on finding a boat or something to take you across the kind of like a bay area, the little sea that divides the Earth Kingdom. But Raimu's probably right. They probably have some kind of travel blockade, or now, worse, Fire Nation loyalists in the Earth Kingdom outskirts might recognize Amira and snitch on you guys. So you guys will need to find a way to get across this, interacting with the least people possible. Now, Dune, would you know about the Serpent's Pass?
Is it in the desert?
It's next to the desert.
He probably knows about it.
You had to get to Ba Sing Se somehow. I'm assuming you did not take the Serpent's Pass.
No.
And why wouldn't you have?
I mean, it is called the Serpent's Pass. I cannot imagine. Can't imagine it's, like, safe in any way. Probably heard about it in stories.
And therefore, like I said, you would know how dangerous it is. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So, as the name suggests, there's a huge snake that guards it. huge water snake.
Yes.
And it will attack you if you go on it.
Yes.
So it is not the move to go to Serpent's Pass.
So what would be you guys' other option, though? If all the docks are off limits right now? Because Dune, I'm going to say that you start having kind of those like back of your mind thoughts about like, well, the Serpent's Pass wouldn't have any people in there. Well, the Fire Nation wouldn't be near Serpent's Pass. Like you have those thoughts and you're like, and you know they're like the same kind of stupid thoughts that like they shouldn't go anywhere. You shouldn't do it, but it also just keeps being reinforced as the only solution you can think of.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if that's the only option, he knows how to be stealthy, fast, and quiet. Like, he knows that if he was on his own, he could do it, but...
I was about to say, can your squad be stealthy, fast, and quiet?
Yeah, he's worried about everyone else. He thinks Raimu could do it. Raimu probably could do it, like, easy.
I'm flattered on her behalf.
He would just be worried that, like... Guy would get freaked out, and Amera is loud.
No.
So
are you going to suggest it, or are you not going to even try?
I think he would, but he would warn everyone. So
Would you like to?
yeah. I do know one path if we wanted to take the risk. Have you all ever heard of Serpent's Pass?
What's Serpent's Pass?
Well,
What does it sound like?
A place where a lot of serpents pass through.
More like one big serpent.
well, I've heard of it once or twice through passing. But I mean, if it's the best bet we've got...
Raimu is deep in thought about the idea of going through the Serpent's Pass. Most people don't survive going through. And no offense, I don't think any of us are equipped to fight a monster.
What other option do we have, though?
I think it would be a fun story if we made it to the other side.
We can either risk our lives with this serpent or risk our lives with the Fire Nation.
I'd rather
will take the serpent.
Yeah, I'd rather take the serpent than the Fire Nation.
We should probably come up with a plan or something before we go there.
Do you know anybody that has successfully passed through?
I feel like he knew a guy once.
Yeah?
And he heard a story from that guy once, but probably not just once, probably several times. He probably heard this one story from this guy several times. It was probably a little different every time. So, no, I don't think so.
Oh.
Someone once came into the tea shop claiming he had passed through there, but I don't know if he was telling the truth.
Well, we're losing daylight by just standing here, so we should probably make a decision and just head out.
What if we made a big lady snake out of sticks and leaves?
To distract the snake?
And then we distract the snake, yeah.
Well, what if the snake does not like women?
We make a big guy snake as well.
What if the snake is into neither?
Fuck it, third snake.
A non-binary snake just in case.
We could just make a non-binary snake, and then when we scope out the situation, we'll adjust accordingly.
What if the serpent is just Arrow Ace?
God, then we're fucked. Start praying.
Do we even really know if there's a serpent there anyway?
It could just be all rumors.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be
And
so
don't you?
messed up if we got there and it was dead? Sorry, just a
Made
crazy thought.
made that lady snake for nothing.
We become the serpent.
We become the serpent?
Start charging.
So what's your actual plan? Because I'm assuming it's not building a snake, right?
What else do we have?
I guess should we just walk across? Should we just wing it? How funny would that be? Let's just wing it. Let's just walk.
If we just run really fast.
Do you think if you could do that ice sled thing again, we'd be able to get across faster, or would be running faster?
If it was just straight up sand, that would be preferable because we could use ice as a thing and we could just technically sand sail. Well, we don't have a sail. Wish I had a sand sail. Now Dune is just standing there being like, I wish I had a sand sail. God, I wish I had a sand sail.
If we had a way to launch it, we could just go over.
How long is it? How long is Serpent's Pass? Can we that's not an option, I'm assuming.
Oh, I don't know. You're the one that knows about Serpent's Pass.
Oh my god, we're out of ideas. We're screwed. Let's just walk across and get eaten at this point. That'd be a better option than anything we've come up with.
So you all are gonna Serpent's Pass.
Yes.
And you know what, Guy? Should you decide to build a giant non-binary snake, Raimu would help you.
Thank you, Raimu.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mid-roll. I hope you all are having a really good December so far. I hope you all are having a festive holiday season, whatever holiday you do celebrate. I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. It's getting absolutely freezing where I live and where a lot of the SOTS crew live, so please bundle up, get your flu shot, all that fun stuff. This episode of Exile is dedicated to Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline is a trans-led organization that connects trans people to the community, support groups, resources, etc. They also have an active and high-quality suicide hotline, which is very, very important for trans people, especially nowadays. They are an amazing group. I've donated to them many times before and worked with many different charity groups raising money for them before, and they are a necessary part of the ecosystem here in the United States. It's looking like that our upcoming presidential administration here in the US is planning on targeting non-for-profits that do not align with the administration's goals, and that might include LGBT charities such as Trans Lifeline. So it's important that we take our time right now to support those charities as much as we can, just in case they do happen to lose their tax-exempt status. So if you have the extra money to donate, please consider doing so. Also, since it is winter and like I said, it is getting really cold, look into local LGBT youth centers in your area, especially for homeless LGBT youth. They often need winter clothing, extra blankets, sanitary products, etc. And so reaching out into the community to see what you can provide would probably change a bunch of lives in huge ways that you might not be able to comprehend. So let's get on to the nitty-gritty of a mid-roll. This episode comes out on a Sunday, December 8th, which means that then this Friday, if you are listening to this the week this comes out, this Friday, December 13th, the Camp Moonmere prequel novella releases. The ebook is releasing this Friday, December 13th. The audiobook comes out in January on Audible, and the physical paperback will be released with our 2025 merch drop, information pending. The 2025 merch drop, by the way, will include things for both Exile and Camp Moonmere. January 4th is when Camp Moonmere returns from its hiatus, and then January 8th is when the next episode of Exile releases. Thank you so much for your patience with the monthly releases of Exile, since it was a shorter mini-series that also takes surprisingly more work than Moon Mirror takes to make. We wanted to really leave space for this series to have the growth and we just wanted to take our time. You know what I mean? So we appreciate all your love and support on that. All right, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of Exile. We really hope you love it. We love these characters and we love this world. Have a wonderful holiday season and have a great start to your 2025. We will see you soon. Keep an eye on our social medias. There's going to be some really exciting announcements for some things happening around New Year's. But I can't spoil anything more than that, so we'll see you there. So, in order for you guys to get to the Serpent's Pass, you guys have to continue walking through the woods for a while. So, I would say you all walk for a few hours, which is pretty typical to what you guys have been doing recently. You guys have just been kind of traveling and walking together a lot. Raimu has the map that's going to take you all again to that Fire Nation island. It is very far away. And if you look on the map, you guys have made progress. But it's definitely felt like a long time, and you guys still have a very long way to go. How are you guys feeling about this whole traveling thing?
Dune keeps tripping on tree roots and stumps and vines and rocks and all the other stuff, so he really is not a fan of traveling in the woods, for certain.
Definitely every time she sees Dune just kind of stumble a little bit, she's snickering like 5 feet behind him.
The guy's feet hurt.
Me the fuck too.
Raimu seems to be holding up a little bit better than you guys. I think she's just built for this in like her weird neutrality. But obviously none of you guys are having fun. Is it hitting for you guys that this little journey you guys decided to go on is going to be a lot more than you thought?
Dune knew that whatever he would get up to wasn't going to be easy. I guess he just didn't think it would go this direction. Like, he didn't think he'd be trekking through the woods. He thought he'd be going from, like, town to town.
And how would he have gotten town to town then without trekking?
Great question. I guess he just didn't really think about it, because he does travel by, like, sand a lot is his preferred method of transport. So realistically, he probably would have stayed in areas that are connected to, like, deserts and such, or at least like, if it did go between other areas, maybe find other modes of transportation, either merchants who he could pay a fee and like go, because that was his original plan, was to like hitch rides with people who had means of transport.
And I think the problem you guys have had with that is as you all leave Ba Sing Se and enter more territory that is very slowly being taken up by the Fire Nation, you guys are finding it more and more difficult to find Earth Kingdom civilians that are willing to align themselves with randos dressed in different nation clothing that they're finding on the side of the road. I think that you guys are going to have a bit of trouble having allies in an environment where naturally everyone's kind of distrusting of other nations right now. And you have a waterbender who looks like a waterbender with you all. He dressed in the waterbending clothing. And then you have Raimu, who's dressed in a piece of every nation, which is deeply off-putting. You have Amera, who looks like a general outlaw, like even almost visibly looks like distrustful because she's not wearing any nation clothing. It's like, what is she trying to get away from? You know, it's like, I feel like you guys are going to have a little bit of trouble going from place to place like that if you're expecting to hitch rides. So that'll be really interesting. Anyone else feeling overwhelmed or anything by this idea of this journey yet?
I mean, Amira's a little bit more stressed out now that she knows the Fire Nation is after her and is pretty dang close. She's still kind of walking around with that air of just going with the flow, but in the back of her mind it's starting to set in that things are gonna start getting way more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's just mentally preparing for that.
As you all continue to walk through the woods, the trees start to slowly kind of like get more sparse. The terrain is starting to change a bit. You guys can off in the distance hear the sound of like getting closer and closer, the sound of waves or like a beach. You guys are getting closer to the Serpent's Pass. And if you guys were going to turn back, now would be the time. I'm assuming no one wants to do that.
They've already made it all the way here.
Amira's ready for anything.
No one is regulating the travel on the Serpent's Pass. There's no entrance formally. You know what I mean? There's no, I guess, outposts of anyone here that's gonna stop you, regulate it, whatever. So you guys are just going to break the tree line, walk onto this beach. There's not another living soul around you. But what there is the beginning of a very long stone path. It's completely made of rock, and it goes off as far as your sight line will allow you to see. It goes all the way into the ocean. You don't see the other side of it. It goes into this sea, and it just keeps going. It varies in height, and it also varies in the thinness of the stone, which makes it a little extra dangerous, because in some points I would say the walkway is not wider than, like, I want to say like less than a foot. So it'll be pretty intense for you all to get across this. What do y'all think when you come across this? What do y'all say anything?
And there's a snake.
And there is a snake. You don't see the snake.
Oh, I get it. It was a metaphor for the curviness and snake-like nature of the path.
I sure hope so.
I think Amira just takes like a deep breath and she's like, all right. Who's ready?
I don't want to be.
Yeah, I suppose I'm ready because I'm not going to turn around, but I would not say that I am eager.
Maybe we should have just stolen a boat.
I don't know how well that would have gone over.
Amira is on the run for stealing. It would not be advisable to steal more.
Yeah. Don't want to make that worse.
Go big or go home, I'd always say.
I was going to ask how big an ice chunk you could make so we could float across.
I, the DM, would like to advise against that idea for the main reason that it would end in all of you drowning. The Serpent's Pass is a multi-day trek, and which means Guy would have to maintain this water-bended ice for multiple days.
Ooh, yeah.
You could do it.
And you all would totally drown.
Oh, no, I got a 1. That's definitely not going to happen.
Okay.
Look, even the dice said you're gonna drown.
Guy like goes to make ice and it's just a tiny ice cube.
He starts boiling it somehow.
Oh my god.
So do you guys start to walk on the Serpent's Pass?
Yeah, but Dune's not going to go first.
Raimu will take the responsibility of going first if no one else is going to go first.
Thank God.
Amira probably would have just started going.
Then Raimu will be second.
Guy is going last.
Which I think is fair for the water bending. You should probably have like the strongest guy making sure the snake's not going to get y'all from behind.
I'm more concerned if somebody falls off.
That too. Does Guy genuinely believe that there's not a snake? Now that he's passed. Oh, okay. if this was a cartoon, that means as soon as Guy turned around, there'd be like a ripple in the water behind him.
The Jaws theme starts playing.
No way. So you guys begin on the Serpent's Pass, and you guys are just walking as normal. Nothing really happening. Some parts are harder to balance on than others.
I think Dune is almost afraid to like alert the snake by talking.
Not
like
alert the snake.
He's convinced that no matter what, like anything he does is gonna attract the snake to him. So he's literally like trying like, and he'll keep this up until someone bothers him enough to break him.
Hey, dude. Hey, Dune. Hey, Dune. You said you're an earthbender, right?
Oh my. What do you want?
Well, I was just wondering, like, if you could make the path wider or something like that.
That is not how it works, and keep your voice down. Why are you yelling?
'Cause, like, I'm all the way up here and you're all the way back there.
Oh my god. Then don't talk.
Why not?
What if the snake hears us?
Who? Do you really believe those stories?
Do you not?
I mean, it's not that I don't, but it's been smooth sailing so far.
Do you see anyone else around here? I think there'd be a lot more people crossing this thing if they're like, wasn't a deadly snake.
Well, maybe it was just a rumor so that, like, whoever wanted to go by it could just go by it whenever. Make it seem more dangerous so they have a free pass to get where they need to go.
And they just managed to spread that around to everyone and no one comes here? I don't believe that.
I don't know how long ago that rumor came to be. But hey, if there's a snake, I mean, I'm not really scared of it right now.
And you guys keep walking for a while. The sun is moving across the sky. It's really hot since you guys are on a rock formation in the middle of the sea. It's really freaking hot. If you guys have water, you guys will be going through it a bit quickly. Again, because it's really fucking hot. And you guys are not having a good time right now. And it's taking, like I said, a while. I would say the sun is just starting to set when you feel like you've made some progress. You know what I mean? You guys can now turn around and not see any land behind you. And you look forward and you don't see any land in front of you. You guys have made some good progress, but you're like in the thick of it.
That's a terrifying thing to think about.
Oh yeah, nothing in any direction except for the sea.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is great for Dune, the guy who loves the desert and lives in the desert.
I think in any other circumstance he would find like the ocean very peaceful and calming because it's so like rhythmic and just like chill. But I think right now he's really afraid of the ocean and really not vibing with it, and he misses sand. He misses sand more than anything. He doesn't even care how dry it makes his skin feel. He just misses sand.
Guy, I'm assuming you feel great?
Yeah.
There's a lot of water. You're winning right now.
And no snake, I noticed.
As soon as you think that.
Oh.
Guy, you're taking up the back of everyone walking. And something moves in the water near you.
I mean, that's probably nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So do you not tell anyone?
He doesn't tell anyone, but he keeps a close eye out.
Dune, I'm going to need you to roll a d20 for me.
5.
You are going to slip.
Oh. Crap.
Hey, I've been watching for this.
And you wobble on the edge, Dune. You're about to fall off the edge.
I mean, I could try and grab him. I don't know if he'll just pull her over.
No, I have specifically been watching to see if anybody's going to fall off in order to like push them back up with the water or something.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, but because it's Dune, I want him to wait a moment.
Oh my god, that's
During
so
that
my
moment,
God.
during that moment, a head
dead.
breaches the water
Oh,
and is moving up towards you guys really fucking fast.
oh,
It is
Oh.
green. It has these ginormous eyes. It is a full sea dragon. Ginormous. Out of the water, mouth open towards Dune.
Oh, crap.
oh my God, it's real.
Okay, if no one else is gonna do it, Raimu's gonna dive forward, grab Dune by the waist, and try to pull him back.
Thank God.
I feel like Amira's just a little too stunned now to
And
move.
it's the last second. That thing snaps at the air right where Dune was.
His heart is pounding. Like he's freaking out.
Its head stays above the water and it lets out this horrifying screech. And then it's gonna dive for, I'm gonna say, Amira.
Oh, okay.
Because you said you were just totally frozen there, right? And snatch. So you're gonna need to roll to dodge.
So just 2d6.
I would say let's do passion to get you out of the way.
Do I start re-rolling a character now, or
How bad is it?
I rolled 2 1s.
Is anyone gonna step in and try to roll to save Amira?
Yeah, because I was ready
Go on.
with the water. Can I do like a water punch?
Yeah, roll for me. That's gonna be creativity.
7.
Mixed success. I'll say you scare it away from Amira, but you don't hit it. Like the water goes at it, it dodges the water, but also then therefore moves away from Amira. So you cause it no harm, but Amira lives.
I've never been terrified of rolling dice before. But that was awful. Those are going in the garbage.
Raimu's gonna let go of Dune and move towards Amira, and Raimu's just gonna fucking pick up Amira.
Okay.
Girl, get it together. And she's like I said, she picks up Amira and she's like, "We need to move now." And she starts making her way down the actual Serpent's Pass.
Dune's running after her, like because he knows that the second that someone says get out, like you have to get out. So he's already running.
Guy, do you want to try to hit it again to scare it off, or are you running with them?
Can I make Can I make a snake out of water?
Yeah, you can certainly roll to do it.
Off in the distance as a distraction. What am I rolling? Creativity?
Sure. Fuck, sure.
Or passion? It's the same. It's 7.
Mixed success. So you wanted to form a snake in the distance?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say for your mixed success, your waterbending doesn't reach too far. It needs to be in radius of you. So you make a water snake right there, right next to the fucking snake. It is gonna be distracted, but it's gonna go in and like snap at the neck of your snake, which breaks the waterbending for it. So it was a distraction only for a minute, but it's gonna allow you guys to move further down the Serpent's Pass to at least try to find some cover or figure out a plan.
Amira tries not to throw up, being so close to being fish food.
What you're working with here is you have a non-bender carrying what you all know to be a non-bender. And so the two benders then, Dune and Guy, what are you guys gonna do?
So Dune only has like a bag of sand at his hip that he carries with him to
Yes,
like
your
assist
pocket
him when he
sand.
might need it. Yeah, his pocket sand. So outside of that, there's not really much that he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of his, like, I guess it's not a last minute resort, but like the most he could do is maybe like swipe at it or like get it in the eyes. So
So what do you want to try to do?
Ooh, I wonder if him and Guy can like tag team distract it,
What do you want to
like
do?
back and forth to try to get it to stop, so that the girls can run ahead and we can catch up. I take a portion of my pocket sand and I whip it at it. Whoopsh.
Okay, could you roll passion to whip your pocket sand? Or creativity. Do creativity.
What? A -6.
Mixed success, you will distract it away from the girls, right to you. It's going to start diving at you.
I'm sure.
Can I do ice wall?
Roll creativity to ice wall.
10.
You ice wall, and it go, how do I want to do this? You form an ice wall right in front of Dune, and the snake ends up hitting its face on it.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to be dazed. What do you want to do now?
We should probably take this time to run. Or
do you think I could like trap it in ice?
Oh.
If you rolled high enough, it's a big ass snake.
Well, why not try it? Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna roll creativity for me.
11.
Describe what you do.
Oh God. I was thinking like ice handcuffs, but it's a snake.
Oh my God.
So they're just both on the snake.
So you just kind
It's
of
like maybe it's attached to the whatever we're on.
So you kind of you get him in a tube of ice, and then the tube of ice is also stuck to the stone.
Well,
yeah.
I do want to point out the reason why you can't like use tubes to capture snakes is due to their convenient shape. So I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Well, here's the thing. He got an 11, so I guess if he says he puts it in a tube, he puts it in a tube. I mean, I can't.
Yeah. Don't question my tubes.
Okay.
Maybe the tube's like a little spiky, so it's like it can't just slither out.
Oh,
you know?
it's in the side of it? That sucks.
And you attach it to the stone, and then, okay, that's going to give you guys time to run. So you guys get away from the snake for now. You guys, I'm assuming you all catch up with the girls.
No, we're just hanging around
back here.
Yeah.
Guys being dudes.
Now this
And
is a
the
guy's.
snake.
Guys being dudes with us. Giant snake.
Oh my God. That's what she said.
This is crazy. Well, Amera, when you and Raimu get far enough away, Raimu will put you down and kind of look you over to make sure you're not hurt.
I think she just takes like a deep breath and she's like, "Oh, okay. Thank you for that."
You're just so short. I know you wouldn't run fast.
Okay, well, I am a lot more slippery than you might think, but I don't think we have the time to stand here and talk about that if they get over here.
And then we walk up.
Leisurely.
Where's the snake?
You mean this snake? And it pops up behind us and it kills all 4 of us.
Oh my God.
I thought something else was happening there.
Damn.
Not Dune harassing 2 lesbians. Oh my God.
But no, you guys, Raimu has asked, where's the snake?
In the water.
Back there.
You scared it off?
No.
Okay.
No,
then...
and our time is limited.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys continue to run along the Serpent's Pass. It is getting late. The sun is starting to set. You guys are exhausted, and you all know you will not make it to the end of this stone path before nightfall.
What?
What do you mean, what?
We're gonna get eaten in our sleep.
Do you guys set up camp? That's actually my next question is, do you guys set up camp, or do you guys try to walk through the night?
Would we be able to set up camp in a way where we could, like, hide in, like, an alcove of, like, a rock formation, or is it, like,
Yes.
flat?
No, you can do that in certain parts of it, and I'll say you're at one of those parts. Set up a little camp. Aw. How do you guys start a fire or anything out here?
We're not.
Yeah.
That might actually get us
Snake
found
food.
Immediately? Yeah.
by the snake.
So you guys just kind of sit up in the dark to eat dinner?
Oh, we have to eat food.
I mean, I guess you don't have to.
You guys have salt, you guys have bread, you guys have jerky. Those are the three things you
okay.
purchased.
And then that's
Amira stole
fine
some
for me to eat
candy.
in the dark.
Amira, do you share the candy you stole?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you guys got bread, jerky, candy, and some salt. That's the meal of kings, bitches.
I love my salty bread.
I was just about to say Dune tries to act like he's onto something and he salts the bread a little bit.
Raimu, who knows enough about cooking, does not do that.
Guy does it.
How is it, Guy?
It's very salty. Reminds me of the sea.
Everyone roll a d20 for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
Raimu's doing it too.
Oh my god, I got a 20.
Oh my god! Nat 1!
Nat 20!
I got a 10.
Oh my god, Raimu also got a 10.
Oh my god.
What happened?
This is weird. It's the crescent moon, guys.
What's happening? I'm scared.
These were rolls to see exactly how injured you all might have gotten in the shuffle with the snake. Dune, I'm going to say that you didn't notice it until you guys stopped walking, but when you started to fall over the edge, you totally fucked up your ankle.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
That's your nat 1, is you got a fucked up ankle right now. It's swollen. It kind of hurts to move. It does not look great. Probably a sprain. And then Raimu and Amira for 10s, just some scrapes. You know, definitely was scrambling on some rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And probably a little bit more exhaustion than everyone else is how I'll do that. Guy, congrats with your nat 20. You have no injuries.
Let's go.
But you are also the only healer, so go on.
Everybody who needs healing, line up.
Raimu's gonna take you very literally and kind of like move to the back of the metaphorical line so that Amira and Dune can go first.
Yeah, I think Amira's
Awesome.
gonna let Dune go first just so he can get over with his whining.
Oh my god, it's not even that bad. And he tries to stand up, but then he immediately is limping and falling over. And he's like, ow, fuck. Oh wait,
if it's not that bad, then maybe somebody else should go first.
Why is Guy's arc becoming a villain?
I don't know. This Dune's like that.
Oh my god. Fine, whatever, just get it over with.
You could say please or thank you.
He's just gonna stare blankly at you.
Oh my god. Oh, Guy heals him.
There, now I can say thank you. You actually did it.
Okay, no more salt for that guy.
Amira, I guess it's your turn.
Yup.
Be healed.
Like Jesus Christ?
What?
Yes. Check this out too when he starts walking on water.
Oh, shit!
No way.
But you heal Amira?
Yes.
I feel like she's less inclined to start anything right now, but she's just like, thanks for that.
You're welcome. Next.
Raimu walks up. Please.
Oh. Ew.
I like to imagine you just hit her with a big wave of water. But as the water washes over her, all her cuts and scrapes are gone. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you need healing?
No, I feel reinvigorated. I feel better than ever.
Because you beat up an animal?
That's kind of messed up.
I wouldn't say it like that.
Because you defeated a snake?
I think it was all the running,
Mm.
honestly.
So you guys enjoy your salty bread, I guess.
Amera does not put salt on her bread.
Neither does Raimu, so I'm glad that only the men are doing that.
Boys'
It's
night.
good.
Boys' night, salty bread.
Have you guys ever actually salted your bread? Have you ever been so deprived of flavor that you've salted bread before?
No, no.
I have. I have. It's not a great place to be in,
I'm sure.
but hey, salty bread can smack.
I think Amira just looks over at Guy and she's like, "You're really not feeling any worse for wear, even though you like punched the snake with
Well,
water
yeah, I mean, I punched it with the water.
and then trapped it in a tube of ice
Yeah.
and like
No, I feel great.
you're not tired?"
Raimu's going to assume that Amira is asking these questions because, as far as Raimu knows, Amira is a non-bender. So Raimu's going to be like, when someone's really good at bending, it doesn't really take anything out of them. It's more like a weapon.
Well, again, thanks for saving us all, I guess.
It's no problem. I'm
You know,
sure.
I helped too.
I'm sure you did, Dune.
He says like a toddler. Well, yeah, I was also there.
Dune, you'll be able to help more when we're away from here. The desert is where we're going to end up at.
Oh, thank God. I can't wait to be back. I wonder how hard it'll be to get my hands back on a sail.
Yeah, you say that, and then she's like, "Yeah, okay."
What? What do you have to say?
Listen, I just haven't been very impressed with what I've seen so far.
Because you haven't seen me where I'm strongest. If you put me in the desert and you put me on a sand sail, you will see just how powerful my bending actually is. I was one of the fastest in... And he stops himself. I was just really good at it.
I'm so sure you were, Dune.
He just like angrily takes a bite of his bread and he's like, whatever. I'll show you once I finally get my hands on a new one.
And listen, I'm happy to be proven wrong.
If you guys are gonna camp here for the night, then you should probably decide who is staying up to keep watch first and who is going to rest. Raimu's gonna suggest that Dune is definitely one of the people to sleep because Dune was injured.
Well, he's not going to argue. Good night.
Does anyone volunteer to keep watch?
I think Amira is also trying to get as much sleep as she possibly can. So she's not gonna volunteer herself, but if eventually nobody else speaks up, then maybe she will.
I guess I rolled a 20,
I think
so
that
I should
maybe
be fine.
yeah, because of the snake, the snake aspect and how big the snake is and stuff, it might actually be worth it to have two people stay up and keep watch. So in that case, if Amir is fine doing it and Guy has previously rolled a 20, then Guy and Amira will take first watch, and then Dune and Raimu can take the second. So, Dune, do you have like anything on you, blankety, or do you just lay down on the rocks and pass the fuck out?
I don't think he has much on him. I think the most he would do is like he has that stupid sash thing around his waist, so he'd probably like take that off and wad it into a pillow so his head's not on hard stone.
I was gonna say Raimu uses her bag as a pillow.
Don't you have like 4 new pairs of underwear?
Oh, you're right. And he uses those. He adds those to his little he fashions his like sash thing into like a sack kinda and stuffs it like a pillow.
With 4 pairs of underwear.
Yeah.
And then passes the fuck out.
Good night.
Raimu uses, like I said, her bag as a pillow, and she sleeps just facing away from you all, leaving Amira and Guy in the dark, hanging out.
Just hanging.
Chilling.
She's probably sitting on the edge of wherever their little cove is, looking out into the water. And she's got like her knees pulled to her chest, and she kind of looks over in the direction of Guy, and she's just like, I know I've said it a couple times since, but I thought I was dead there, and I really thank you for doing that.
Well, of course. I'm sure you would have done the same. The roles had been reversed.
I would have tried. I don't know if it would have gone that well, but you know, at least the effort would have been there.
And that's enough.
I can't get over it though. And forgive me if it sounds rude, but you're a healer?
Yeah.
I thought that was like the women's role.
Well, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I guess. I just don't see why women should only be allowed to heal.
I guess that's one way to look at it, but I'm more so just curious as to why you would have trained as a healer. Isn't like the water tribe's whole thing that the men are warriors and the women
Ugh.
sit back and heal?
Ugh. You know how much it takes to be a warrior? You got to get up before the sun rises, like every single day. You got to go punch some sack in the freezing in the freezing cold, like a training dummy.
No, we got it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do.
Why did you have to say sack?
I forgot the word for training dummy.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
As a healer, you get to help people, make their lives better.
Again, that's one way to look at it.
While you guys are sitting there talking, Amira, you glance out to the sea, and in the distance, you see lights of a ship, and you instantly recognize them as 2 Fire Nation Navy vessels. They're far enough away to where they're not going to bother you. They're not going to cause a problem. But both of you all, I think, become very hyper aware that they're there.
Amira sees them, and as soon as she recognizes it, she tenses up a lot. She curls in on herself a little bit more, trying to become as small as possible, and she's wrapping her cloak tighter around her shoulders.
Luckily, there's a giant snake in the water. They won't get close to us.
I doubt that a giant snake would stop them if that's what they really wanted to do.
Fair.
I get the not wanting to wake up so early and train to be a warrior of some sort. That's something I had to deal with myself.
They let women be warriors where you're from?
Well, yeah. Not in the way that you're probably thinking. But, yeah, my dad was this, great general, and he wanted me to be strong like him
Oh,
and carry on the family name or whatever that's supposed to mean.
so did you do it?
For a while, before I could really think about even getting away from it. It was kind of hard to do with all the social influence he had. How good would you say you are at keeping secrets?
Well, I mean, I hid from my parents that I was doing healing lessons for quite a while, so I'd say pretty well.
Not a good relationship with them either.
Well, it was a similar scenario where my dad was a military guy and he wanted me to follow in his footsteps.
Huh.
And you know how well that worked out, so.
Isn't that just the way?
Ain't that just the way?
Well, I've been not super truthful about who I am or why the Fire Nation is after me. I think I trust you enough to know now, though. But I don't know how the others would react.
I mean, I feel like as long as it's not something that you'll betray them for, you know, you're not a spy or a traitor, it should be fine.
Well, I can tell you I'm not any of that. It's not something I was ever interested in doing, even though my dad was super sure that that was what I was going to do. But I took that and ran with it almost literally. And Amera kind of just holds her hand open on the side next to Guy, and a little flame produces in her hand.
Oh.
And she kind of lets it roll over her fingers before closing her hand in a tight fist and snuffing the fire out.
So when you said you could help me start a fire, you really meant it.
Well, in that way, and in the fact that I was trained as a survivalist of some sort, I know how to start a fire with 2 sticks. Not that I need to. But that's kind of what we're running into as we go into the Fire Nation. Which means that I can help us get around, but around every corner, I'm going to have to watch my back. 'Cause when I said that my dad was a great general, he was pretty well known for something. Not something that I remember. It's not something I cared to know about. but he's got some sort of Medal of Honor to his name, so...
To a Medal of Honor to warriors, I assume.
Something
Not-
like that. It's just a bigger target painted on my back. On all of our backs now, I guess.
That's just something we're going to have to deal with. You know? Just know that we have your back.
That means a lot, Guy. Thank you. You're taking this extraordinarily well.
I mean, you're our friend first, and a firebender second.
That is one way to put it, sure.
I thought Guy was about to say something really different.
No, that's the third thing.
I thought Guy was about to be like, well, I was born a woman, so you know how it is. Halfway through the night, Raimu kind of naturally ends up waking up, shakes awake Dune, and you guys switch so you guys can sleep. Everyone gets through the night without the snake attacking. Oh. So Guy canonically snores, and I think Raimu would kill him.
All right, series over. I'll see you guys.
Raimu is a pacifist until someone starts to snore around her, and then she becomes genocidal in a heartbeat, actually.
Dune will join her.
Oh my god.
You guys make it through the night without a snake attack, and you guys get moving early the next morning. You guys have finally walked far enough to where you can actually see the shore on the other side, so you guys see when this is going to end.
Dune starts running.
Oh.
He doesn't want to be on this bridge any longer. If that snake shows back up, he is not going to be happy about it. He doesn't want to
Speaking of the snake!
No!
You just had to say something about the goddamn snake.
Well, this is why I was trying to speed up!
And the snake's head breaks the water. It's screeching. It's angry this time.
Oh, great.
And it raises up out of the water. It's doing the full sea monster thing where it's like arched out of the water, and it's terrifying, and it's fucking huge. And Dune, since you ran forward ahead of the group, roll for me.
Oh,
roll a d20.
A d20. How are we feeling? About a 10.
Is it even going to try to protect Dune?
Please.
Ice hammer.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means I make a hammer out of ice and then I hit the sea guy on the head with it.
Bonk.
Genius.
Okay, roll creativity for me.
7.
Mixed success. You bonk him, but it's, again, not going to cause any harm. Just startle him away momentarily. And then he's going to turn his attention, Raimu and Amera.
That's fun.
Raimu's going to instinctively get in front of Amera with her staff.
If the snake is coming at them, Amira's going to tackle Raimu to the ground to attempt to get her out of the way of it.
While you're doing that, Guy, did you want to try to get the snake again with some ice?
Yeah.
What do you want to do this time?
Ice sledgehammer.
Alrighty, roll again, creativity.
5.
No, it shatters.
Can I get it in the eye with sand?
You can certainly try. At this point, it, like, I'm going to say, like, Amira's tackled Raimu to the ground. They're both low to the rocks. The snake's, like, just barely misses them over their head. And Dune, you wanted to sand it?
Yeah, let me get that guy's eyes. I want to sand that guy in the eyeballs.
Okay, roll to sand that guy in the eyes.
9.
Yep, you sand his eyeballs. It's gonna screech and reel back, and I'm gonna say that since he had a 9, it's gonna disappear back into the water because you sanded his eyeballs.
All right, we just got to get to shore. We got to get out of here.
Let's start moving.
And you guys run, and you guys make it to shore. Thank God. When you do make it to shore, though, dude, that's when you kind of fully process where you guys are. Now that you're no longer on the Serpent's Pass, you're realizing exactly how close to home you are.
Oh.
You recognize this place. You're way closer than you'd like to be.
He's normal about it. Certainly. You know that, like, nauseous feeling you get when you're in a place that, like, is nostalgic, but, like, not good. It's not, like, a good place to be anymore.
I think Amera has never been more thankful to have land on both sides of her. Do we know which way we have to go?
Yeah, you guys, Raimu still has her map, and thank God she can read. You guys are going in the correct direction. I just feel like if Dune had the map or something, we'd have problems. But Raimu has the map. You're on your way. It's just not that fun. And you guys are going to have to, like I said earlier, take some alternative routes because of the fact that Fire Nation is fucking everywhere. It's a lot worse than you remember it being, Dune. Amera, this is exactly what you were told as a kid would happen. So, in a way, a part of you probably predicted this, but it's also so much more invasive than you thought it would be. Raimu's never been outside of Ba Sing Se, as far as you all know. So she's uncomfortable and doesn't know what to expect next. Guy, you've never been around Fire Nation. You've been too far away your whole life, so this is probably a culture shock for you. The war used to be really far away, and now it's literally everywhere you guys go. So you guys just got past the Serpent's Pass. You have a while to walk, but Raimu is pointing at the map and telling you all that you all will be going through the Siwang Desert.
Desert. That's fun.
The goal is to go through the Siwang Desert towards Omashu to hopefully get a boat, because that area, as far as you all are hoping, is, solidly Earth Kingdom territory. And so as you all move towards Omashu, the goal is going to be to get a boat to try to get to the island you all need to get to. But that does mean going through the desert.
Dune's not going to want to cross that desert without some kind of transportation.
Well, and let's hope you find it in the next episode. The episode's over, guys.